This is Movie Division. Today, I'm going to recap the action-adventure sci-fi thriller entitled Jurassic World Dominion. Spoilers ahead, watch out. The movie opens at the time of dinosaurs, where they can be seen inhabiting the Earth and competing for survival. The movie switches after 65 million years ago when humans live with the dinosaurs, and one of them gets into the human population and starts eating and harming them. We are told that to overcome the loss of human lives by dinosaurs, the government hands over the responsibility to a global sanctuary named Biosyn, which covers a large area and looks after the dinosaurs. The CEO of Biosyn, Louis Dodgson, mentions that the dinosaurs can help them create the medications they need the most, and they help to understand human beings in a much better way. The news reporter then mentions the news of a clone of a woman named Charlotte, who has gone missing, and a global search has been initiated to find the clone. The scene shifts to a woman named Claire who breaks into an illegal dinosaur breeding center with her friends Franklin and Zia and finds many juveniles captured and bound in cages. They find a sick juvenile, and Claire decides to rescue it from there before it can die. On their way to escape from the breeding center, the men owning the center start chasing them and are about to shoot them when Claire leads them to the herd of dinosaurs that attack their cars. After getting rid of them, Claire and Franklin inform Claire that he is quitting rescuing dinosaurs as he has gotten a new job offer and wants to do something in life. Franklin and Zia appreciate her efforts and state it is not good to risk their own lives to save dinosaurs. In the following scene, we see Owen, who is following some dinosaurs with his friends, and after a little struggle, he succeeds in catching one and calms it with the help of his hand. On their way home, Owen and his friends encounter some poachers led by Delacourt, and they pretend to be the members of the Fish and Wildlife departments. But Owen's friends show them their badges and proclaim to be the real authorities. Despite this, Owen has to give them the dinosaur after they point their guns at them. A mysterious girl named Maisie leaves her house and gets into town, where she looks at giant dinosaurs and returns home after some time. Upon returning home, Maisie encounters Claire, who questions her about going up to the town. The girl gets irritated by her questions and lies that she has not gone to town. Maisie appears to be the lost clone of Charlotte and states that she does not have any identity of her own as she is made from something else. Claire tries to comfort her and Owen arrives. Claire appears to be Owen's wife, and after Owen meets Maisie, Claire informs him that she has gone to the town again, and he says he will talk to her about this later. A dinosaur named Raptor lives near their house and returns to its baby inside an abandoned school bus. Raptor leads her baby to hunt when poachers assail them, but Mother Raptor manages to kill the attackers. At night, Owen tries to tell Maisie that they cannot believe people regarding her, but she argues with them that they don't believe her and leaves. Owen asks Claire not to worry about her as she is young now, and all they have to do is to protect her. Meanwhile, Delacourt keeps an eye on Owen and reports to someone that he has found the girl. The scene shifts to a farm where two kids spot an irregular-sized locust, and after that they are assailed by a large swarm of gigantic locusts, but they hide and manage to capture one of the locusts. After a while, their mother calls a scientist, Allie Stoller, to show her what has happened to their field. On being asked, she informs that their neighbors use the fertilizers made by Biosyn, and Stoller takes a DNA sample from the locust they have captured. She takes a locust with her, and we see a paleontologist, Alan Grant, working on a skeleton of a large T-Rex dinosaur they found underground. Allie approaches Grant and appears to be his old friend, but Grant used to love her. When asked, Al informs him that her husband has left her, but she has 2 children who attend college. Alan then questions her about the reason for being, and she shows him the gigantic locust she has found. She states that these locusts have some relation with Biosyn, but she needs some evidence to prove that Biosyn wants to collapse the food chain using these locusts. Finally, she persuades Grant to help her collect the evidence against Biosyn, as he's the only one she can trust now. Grant and Ellie reach U.S. Wildlife Relocation Center, from where they continue their journey toward Biosyn and meet Ramsey, who is their guide during their journey. On the other hand, Raptor finds Maisie and is about to attack her when Owen arrives and guides Maisie not to breathe and manages to save her. Owen orders Maisie to get into the home while he rushes behind Raptor. Baby Raptor finds a dead fox and tries to eat it. Poachers capture it while Owen arrives and watches the poachers stealing the baby from its mother. Poachers shoot at him as he tries to save the raptor and escape from there. Maisie gets mad and leaves her house while Claire tries to stop her, but she does not listen to her. After she reaches the bridge, Delacourt and his men kidnap her while Owen looks at Maisie from a distance. Owen returns home, discloses that Maisie has been kidnapped, and asks Claire to get the truck ready as they will follow the kidnappers. On their way, they encounter Raptor, and Owen leaves after promising her bringing her baby back. Claire then suggests contacting Franklin, who works in the CIA, and they call him to inform him that they are outside. Owen and Claire meet Zia, and he reveals the information about Delacourt and informs them that the CIA has been behind them. And after they get arrested, the CIA will question them about Maisie. He informs them that Owen's friend Barry is on a secret mission to arrest Delacourt, but Zia gives them all information about the mission and they leave to rescue Maisie. Meanwhile, Grant and Allie are amazed after looking at the ancient dinosaurs, and Ramsey guides them about Biosyn. Eventually, they land in Biosyn and meet Dodgson, who informs them of the benefits of their research and leaves, stating that he has an important meeting to attend. Before leaving, Dodgson appoints Ramsey to stay with them and show them everything during their visit. The duo meets their friend Ian Malcolm inside Biosyn, and Ellie talks to him about locusts. Ian denies it at first, but then he gives his key to Claire and informs her that all of the data about locusts is stored in sublevel 6. Delacourt and other poachers hand over the baby raptor and Maisie to their clients, while a girl named Kayla looks at Maisie and feels bad for her. Barry meets Owen and Gwen and takes them to a place where people deal with dinosaurs. Kayla meets Gwen there, and on being asked about Maisie, Kayla denies helping Gwen and leaves her alone. Barry helps them locate Delacourt and orders his men to take positions. After Delacourt reaches to make his next deal with his client, Santos, police arrive and they start firing at each other. Owen asks Claire to keep following Santos while he chases Delacourt. After a small fight, Owen overpowers Delacourt and discovers that Maisie was sent to another place. After that, a dinosaur arrives and eats Delacourt. Owen returns to Barry and rescues him from the dinosaur, following Santos' directions, and they both manage to put the dinosaur back into its cage. After a while, Claire recaptures Santos and questions her about her daughter Maisie. Santos informs her that she has been taken to Biosyn and orders her dinosaur to kill Claire, but she escapes from there and is saved by Kayla. Claire succeeds in getting rid of the dinosaur, and Kayla takes Claire to her plane. On the other hand, Barry and Owen arrest Santos, and before Owen can leave to find Claire, Santos directs her dinosaurs behind him, and they keep following him until he enters the plane. Claire gets excited to see him and informs him that their daughter has been taken to Biosyn. Ramsey shows the new creatures to Grant and Elle that they have created using their genome technology. He leaves Grant and Elle alone for a while and guides them about which lift will take them to the sublevel and which one they can use. Elle and Grant get the protective suits and reach sublevel 6, where they find many locusts, and Elle persuades Grant to take the samples of its DNA before they get caught. On the other hand, Henry meets Maisie, who discovers that Biosyn has also kidnapped the baby raptor. Henry then reveals how important she is and shows her the videos of her mother, Charlotte, who gave her birth without mating and improved her DNA so that she may live her complete life. Harry mentions that he is not as intelligent as Charlotte and wants to replicate her procedure to correct his mistake of making the locusts. Dodgson calls Henry and argues with him for sharing the information with Maisie, while Maisie gets a chance and frees the baby raptor. Maisie also returns after setting it free, and as Dodgson rings the alarm, the locusts get irritated and the whole swarm attacks Grant and Ellie. As the duo manages to escape from there, they find Maisie standing in front of them. At the same time, Kayla asks permission to land the plane in Biosyn, but Dodgson does not allow her after discovering that Claire and Owen are with her. Dodgson orders to close aerial defense system, due to which a flying dinosaur attacks their plane, and before it could have crashed, Owen requests Claire to jump with parachute, as she is Maisie's mother and her last hope. Claire jumps, and despite being attacked by the dinosaurs, she manages to survive but gets stuck on a tree. Grant, Ellie, and Maisie try to leave Biosyn, but Ramsey captures the trio. Grant and Ellie start making excuses while Ramsey informs them that he knows they are there to collect DNA samples and helps the trio to get out of there by opening a pod for them, which will lead them outside. Kayla and Owen survive the plane crash, but the duo encounters a dinosaur that assails them, and they manage to hide in a safety chamber which takes them downwards. The duo decides to find Claire. During this, Dodgson discovers that Grant, Ellie, and Maisie are trying to escape, so he stops their pod in the middle of nowhere. The trio manages to burn the fire and keep moving. After that, Dodgson fires Ian Malcolm after finding that he has cheated on him and orders him to leave. Ian argues with him, but Dodgson orders Ramsey to drop Ian at the airport. Instead of taking Ian to the airport, Ramsey leads him to the garage and gives him a car to rescue his friends. On the other side, the trio gets surrounded by the dinosaurs and gets trapped inside the tunnel. Ian arrives there, but he finds that the door is locked. He keeps trying to dial the code, but fails. Ramsey spots them in trouble and opens the gate. Dodgson collects the records of data they used to make locusts and tries to destroy it, but Ramsey arrives and requests him to admit his mistake and save the world. But Dodgson denies doing it. After that, Dodgson brings his men to sublevel 6 and orders his men to burn all locusts. After locusts catch fire, they escape from their chamber and spread throughout Biosyn. Claire manages to reach a tower, but when she tries to climb it, she finds that the dinosaurs are around her. As one of the dinosaurs tries to kill her, Owen arrives and kills it. On the other hand, Ian takes his friends in the car, and on their way, they encounter many burning locusts and understand that Dodgson is trying to remove proof. Their car suddenly gets imbalanced as they get distracted by locusts and slides down a slope. Maisie screams for help, and then they meet Owen, Kayla, and Claire. The moment they decided to leave, Gigantosaurus arrives and tries to assail them. They barely survive its attacks and eventually succeed in making it run away. Dodgson notices that the fire has spread in the forest and announces immediate evacuation from Biosyn. After that, Dodgson collects his data and a hard drive to get rid of the evidence, but Ramsey arrives and keeps looking at him when Dodgson offers to restart all this and asks him to join. Ramsey denies doing it, and Dodgson realizes that he is to help out Grant and Ellie. After Ramsey leaves, Dodgson gets inside of a pod and attempts to leave Biosyn. Owen and his friends manage to enter the control center of Biosyn when they decide to open the aerial defense system to get out of there, but they encounter an error. Suddenly, Ramsey arrives and reveals that to open ADS, they will have to turn off the primary system. Claire and Elle decide to turn off the primary system while Owen informs everyone that he wants to capture the baby raptor because he has made a promise to its mother. Ellie and Claire continue their journey to find the power off button for the primary system, while Owen, Maisie, and Grant leave to capture Raptor. The duo eventually finds the power button and presses it, but in vain, and they get assailed by locusts as the power button is inside their chamber. They fight the locusts and manage to save themselves. After that, the duo attacks the wires with their axe and turns off the power supply to the primary system due to ADS opening. The pod in which Dodgson is traveling stops in the middle of the tunnel, and he comes out to see where he is. Dodgson encounters a dinosaur. He returns to the pod, but the dinosaurs break in and kill him with their venom. Meanwhile, Kayla finds a helicopter on the roof and prepares to fly it. Owen, Grant, and Maisie reach inside the facility and encounter the baby raptor, which tries to assail Owen, but he manages to knock it out by shooting a tranquilizer. On their way back with Raptor, the trio encounters Ellie and Grant, and as they decide to leave, Henry meets them and admits his mistake. He promises them he can fix what he has started, and they decide to save him. After that, they get together while Kayla lands the helicopter in the valley to pick them up. As Kayla's friends try to reach the helicopter, two Gigantosauruses arrive and start fighting each other. Owen and his friends keep advancing to reach the helicopter without getting hit by the Gigantosaurus. Finally, they all reach the helicopter and manage to escape there safely. They all reach the safe place where Ian starts working on his second book with Ramsey, and Kayla talks to the news reporter about what they have faced inside Biosyn. Dr. Grant and Ellie decide to live together. Meanwhile, Owen and Claire spot Maisie looking at them affectionately. In the following scene, Grant and Ellie win their case against Biosyn, and the decision is made to hand over Biosyn to the government. Kayla gets her new plane, while Henry fixes the locusts and names success to Charlotte. Owen, Claire, and Maisie return the baby raptor to its mother in the jungle and leave to say thanks to them when they return. After that, Charlotte is seen taking off the camera, and she mentions that life started 56 million years ago, and humans still live with many other species. In order to survive with each other, they all have to accept each other, and the movie ends here. If you enjoyed the recap, leave a thumbs up and subscribe for more videos like this. Turn on the bell notification and comment down your favorite part of the movie. Thanks for watching!